welcome back to Vlogmas. I am here by myself today because I'm going to be showing you how I do this perfect S-wave on my hair, and you don't need two people for that. I'm going to be using this Hot Tools Signature Series 1-inch barrel curling iron, and there is a temperature control on this, which I love because you don't want to burn your hair off. On the packaging, they actually have a guide that tells you what you should put the temperature on depending on what your hair type is. My hair's thick, so it says I can put it up to 430 degrees. I'm not actually going to do that. I'm going to just put it kind of right in the middle, which is, what would that be? 355? We'll see. I can turn it up if I need to. So always start lower. You don't want to burn your hair off. To start, I'm going to use some dry shampoo because my hair is not fresh. I have this R&Co Death Valley dry shampoo, and this is more for body. It takes a little bit of the grease out, but my favorite for taking out actual grease is Batiste, and this one is my favorite scent. We also, Casey and I both really like the blonde one because it's actually color. There's color in it, so it sprays onto your roots of color. This sprays white, but you just, when you rub it in, it's fine. But I usually use this more for the back of my hair. I'll use it up here too, but only when it's an emergency. So I'm just rubbing that all in. Oh, okay, excuse me. Casey's texting. So you can part your hair just wherever you usually part it. I usually do this style with it down the middle, but it's kind of off to the side now just because that's what's happening. So one more thing I'm gonna do to my hair is add a prep spray. I have this R&Co 1 prep spray that I love. The spray is actually messed up, so that I don't love. So I have to like spray it in my hand and then rub it through my hair. This stuff smells amazing. Actually, all of the things I've put on my hair so far smell really great. So I'm going to start just in the front of my hair, and I'm grabbing about 2 inches thick of hair. So you're gonna take your curling iron, clamp it down, and then pull your hair like down so you're not creating a crease. You're just gonna hold it here for a second. Then you're gonna take it out and turn the curling iron upside down and move down a couple inches and then clamp. And while you're doing this, lift your hair up. Don't pull it tight. You want to keep that little curve in there. Okay, and then we're just gonna flip it back facing downward. That's the normal way. Clamp. Yeah, just always make sure that you've got that this is loose up here and not you're not pulling it down, because that will mess it up. And so sometimes if I feel like the curl isn't deep enough, I'll just open the clamp, move it down 1/2 inch, close it, and then take it off, repeat. We're just gonna repeat it all the way down. So you're just alternating, going, clamping, facing down, clamping, facing up, and we're just moving down the hair. I actually do this to my hair a lot when I've had it sitting in a French braid for a really long time. Sorry, that's the dogs wanting to go outside. But yeah, when I'll like French braid my hair into 2 French braids just when I'm not doing anything and I'm at home and I want it out of my face. And when I take it out of that, it's always got a really nice wave, kind of like this, but I just use this technique to fill in the gaps where there's weird things going on, because it's never perfect. Okay, and that's the first one. So I'm gonna grab the next 2 inches of hair, and then I'm gonna make sure that I start my first clamp further down the hair than where I did right here, because I don't want them to be a uniform wave all around my head. You could do that if you want, but that is not the hairstyle I'm going for. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the underneath of my hair, and I'll finish the rest of this on my own. But as you can see, I did this one hair that's under, and I only started halfway down, and that will save you time, and it'll keep your hair looking longer because it's not, this part isn't like shrinking up from curl. And actually it just doesn't even really matter because you don't see this. But if you want to, you know, if you want to do this, do it. You want to curl every piece of your hair, do it. But if you want to save time and keep your hair looking just a little bit longer underneath, just start halfway down. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I did that, and then I'll do the rest of it by myself. Okay, so I'm starting halfway down. Also, if you do end up with some creases, it's really not a big deal because those just fall out pretty easily. You're also, another way to protect from that happening, you can just kind of slide the curling iron over it, just like very carefully, if it bothers you. But you probably can't tell, but I did have a crease and it's already kind of fallen out, so don't worry about that too much. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my hair, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about how to finish it. I'm doing my last piece, so I'm just gonna go over one more time how you make this happen. So grab your 2-inch section of hair. We're just taking the curling iron like this with the clamp on top, and we're clamping down on the hair. And then make sure that there's not tension up here, that you've got it a little loose. Okay, then we take it off and we're flipping the curling iron with the clamp on the bottom, and then we're just gonna clamp down below what we just did. And then lift up so that you've got a bouncy, like a little curvy bouncy thing instead of a straight pulled tension. Oh my gosh, the light is killing me. And then we're switching and doing it again. And we just alternate with the clamp on top and the bottom all the way down. So now what we're going to do is just run our fingers through everything. So I do this every time I curl my hair anyway. You run your fingers through your hair, but also just run it through in different ways so that it's not all chunked together. It's kind of like pieces. And I also cannot see what I'm doing right now. There we go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my hair. The way that this is with hairspray, I mean. The way I spray my hair is I just pull it like this and spray at the same time. So you pull and let stuff fall as you're spraying so that all pieces are getting it and not just the top. Actually gives it some more body too. This side's harder for me to do. Okay. And if you want more texture, you can use a texture spray. Let's see. The hairspray I was using, by the way, is Moneymaker Flexible Hold Hairspray by Drybar. And I love the way this smells. Actually, all the products that I've been talking about today, love the way they smell, especially this Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray. You can use this if you want a little more texture, and what you do is you spray it up your hair. Lots of good smells going on. Okay. So yeah, if you need to add any more of the R & Co dry shampoo for body up here, you can do that. I think that I've got it fine. Well, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Take photos and tag us if you end up doing your hair like this, and post about it on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We will link below to some other great hair tutorials that we've done before. And give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and come back tomorrow for our next Vlogmas video. Thanks for watching. Bye.